Let's go! Dude, waking up on a Saturday, and the first thing that I see is that the re-chapter is out and translated. Dude, it's such a glorious feeling. It feels amazing. I can't even tell the last time we've gotten a chapter this early. The earliest we've gotten a chapter in recent memory is Saturday evening. Just straight up, that is the earliest the chapter's been coming out. And I'm so happy right now because here's the thing. I actually really hate when we get the chapter on Saturday evening because normally at that point on Saturday, I'm either out or I'm too busy, I'm doing something else, and I do not have the time to sit down and do a live reaction at that point. And it fucking sucks because that wait till Sunday morning when I can actually sit down and do the live reaction is absolutely brutal. Knowing that I could just read the chapter right then and there, I crave it. And I'm just like, God damn it, I have to hold back because I don't want to spoil the LRs. So I can't read it on Saturday evening if I can't do a live reaction. And it hurts so much. So I'm so happy right now. The chapter's out. I just woke up. Before I fucking do anything today, we're going into this greatness, man. Like, I feel like the last time I woke up to the chapter on Saturday morning was back, like, in the 40s or something like that. Back when Psycho first went in, dude. That's the last time I can recall getting a chapter this early. So, let's fucking go, man. Tokyo Ghoul chapter 69. Administer the cleanse. I don't even want to think about the implications of this title right here. Especially since, barring us going back to Rue, which I actually really don't think we're going back to Rue for a couple more chapters, and I'm a little bit apprehensive about that, to be completely honest, depending on how Ishida starts to handle it, but I'm going to save that discussion to the end of chapter C if we actually do fully stay in Koklia like I predict that we will, but regardless, all I can think of from this title is that AYATO and Banjo's groups are about to get fucked up, dude, which... And especially since AYATO is staring down the god himself, the Shinigami. Did you see that aura emanating from him? If it wasn't for that random mass subordinate of Banjo's, you know, number 33, there was no way. AYATO would have been done right there. And people have been discussing who that ghoul could potentially be, especially since they must have some real battle prowess to be able to save AYATO from Narukami. But even with the two of them, even with the speculations as to who it can be, and I'll talk about that in a bit, but even with that, there's no way AYATO can stand to Arima, man. Meanwhile, the ending of last chapter is still wrecking me, so let's get into it right now, man. Let's get into it. Heisei, once more, revive those colorless memories. But I can't stand Arima. You must stand, Heisei. If you don't, to me, you will. Damn. The relation, it doesn't even finish the sentence, but basically what's implied there goes off of Hide's words from last chapter, which... There's a whole discussion going on concerning that, which I need to save for its own separate video. I'm definitely going to be making a video concerning Hide and that instance sometime next week or the week following, because I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands to do that. But clearly, what the man was said there was, otherwise, to me, you will be useless or irrelevant. And that's the insight into the bond and relationship between Arima and Kaneki is incredible. Seeing, you know, the birth of Heisei Sasaki and the conflicted emotions within Kaneki as... I definitely think his thirst for vengeance and his hatred for Arima overpowers the kind of fatherly love that, and you know, kind of position that he's placed him in when he was an amnesiac as Sasaki. But still, from Arima's perspective, especially in light of the last couple of chapters in the flashbacks, it really does seem, and it's crazy to me, especially going back and seeing, you know, early on and read the whole kind of dynamic between the two of them, but ultimately to Arima, especially with the shade being revealed around him and his connections to V and everything like that, the whole Washu clan and the entirety of it, and especially what was said back during their encounter in V14, and when, you know, Arima had that conversation with Tsuneyoshi, clearly to Arima, despite any hints of emotion, which might linger there, and the only thing that I could, you know, put my finger on it as is pity. just straight up. But ultimately, he saw Kaneki as nothing more than a tool. And if he couldn't meet the man's expectations, basically as a humanoid, Quinky, just straight up, and that the entirety of the Q squad being made out of it, dude, it's fucked up. It really is fucked up how they've been used and manipulated. But regardless of that, if he couldn't stand there, if he couldn't meet his expectations, he's nothing more than useless to him. Yo, the confrontation in this arc is gonna be real, because there's no way we're getting around it. There's no way we're getting around it. The thing about it is, I'm actually legitimately concerned for AYATO right now. Barring some serious shit going down. Wait a second, Hinami. That clean slap. I know why she's pissed too. I'm happy, Oni-chan. But why? Why did you come? More than that, I am sad. Shida, look at, like, you can see it in Hinami's face so clearly. The emotions pouring out of her anger, and how genuinely upset she is. But at the same time, the emotions pouring out of her, seeing her Oni-chan in front of her eyes yet again. God damn. Fuck. That's the thing. In Ishida's, art style, and how far it's come, how refined it's become. In the characters' eyes, in their facial expressions, the attention to detail, and the wealth of emotion, you can read so much from a single panel, dude. And on top of that, you have the masterful dialogue, you have the incredible expansion. Tokyo Ghoul is too real, man. It's panels like these sometimes where I'm just like, God fucking damn. Aren't you just going to do the same thing again? He's going to perpetually do the same thing until he finally dies. That's what he's seeking out. You're an investigator, aren't you? This is my last job. I will save you, Hinami, and then I will die by Arima's hand. He will surely come. No one. Wait a second. Can stop him. With just one hand. Even at this distance. Why can't I, dude? I'm sorry, bro. There's no way. There's no way you can handle it. And here's the thing. I want to talk about this right now because here's the thing. Here's my main speculation as to who number 33 could be. And it kind of changed, but here's what I thought at first. I was thinking that it was Shu. Because what if Banjo contacted Shu and Shu came through? This would be the perfect instance to have a reunion between Kaneki's OG crew with Hinami there, Banjo there, Shu there. And even so, if that is the case and it is revealed to be Shu that's here helping, then I guarantee there's a great deal of tragedy. But even so, last week, so many people were speculating and talking about this, and I've come to really align myself with their thought process, that it's either Renji, one of my best boys in the series, that's there and that saved AYATO. That would make perfect sense to me, with the battle process. I can't see number 33 being somebody that we don't know, with them getting that shine, with them actually saving AYATO like that. And that's why people saying that it was in fact Toka as well is something that I could heavily see. But if Toka's there, then Renji's there. It's in and of itself. It could be all three, and Shu could still be there as well. But as for who number 33 is, it's either Shu or Toka, as far as I'm concerned. The profile, the height, the way it looked in comparison to AYATO, because I went back and looked at it, there's no way that it is in fact Renji. Renji's too big, man. But at the same time, I don't know. It remains to be seen. Hit him. Look at Arima's eye. He's looking down on him. There's no way the man can match him. That slice, the lightning bleeding off of Narukami. Dude, Ayato, he'll overpower you quickly, man. But at least you dodged that. He's going in. He's going in. The thing is, there's no way that Ayato can stop Arima by himself. It's not possible. Especially since Shachi lost. No. It's done. It's done. That speed. Shattering the mask off. Dude, Ayato, don't do it. There's no way. Not here. Yo. Don't you cut away from there. Oh my god. How are you gonna leave me like that? The invading ghouls appeared to be led by Rabbit. In addition to Rabbit's Algiri grunts, for whatever reason, the gas mask group from Ward 6 is here as well. The escaped ghouls are joining their ranks and wreaking havoc. What should we do? Raz's plan is exceedingly sloppy. Forget him. As soon as possible, we must take care of Sasaki. What an absolute fiend! Look at his eyes! Look at his mouth! Oh my god! Cochlea is almost a part of my body as he rubs his earlobes. Yo, what a fiend. My stomach is churning. I feel nauseous, allowing these vermin to run amok. HAISAKI is an absolute fiend, dude. Oh my god. Is making me sick. And if he genuinely feels that way, I mean, I could still see shade around. The thing is, if HAISAKI actually feels that way 100%, then the idea of him being Aogiri's informant, it kind of goes out of the window, based on where Ayato got his information, unless that information traces back to Furuta from beforehand. But still, the way they showed HAISAKI in those panels, it was implying that it was him, so I don't fucking know. Oh. Yo, are you serious right now? They're releasing CRC gas on them. That's to be expected, though. That's to be expected. That is 100% to be expected. Close the open gates, and smoothly and oily begin to fill the prison with the gas from top to bottom. Damn, they're trapped. They straight up walked into the... At this point, I'm still gonna be salty if we don't see R.R. Morgan do anything, but at this point, they really don't need to. They're completely outnumbered and outmatched and engaged, straight up. They're locked in their trap right now. Plus Arima's there. No need for mercy. Exterminate them all. Oh my god, that panel is fiendish with a little fucking heart in the dialogue bubble. What sick bastards, man. HAISAKI's staff is absolutely twisted. Left, right, kill, dude. Oh my god. That's not even okay. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up. Mr. Banjo, the gas. It seems like it's coming from above. Now this is what I'm saying. The chapter title, dude. Administer the cleanse. Oh my, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. And Ayato's like, yo, oh no. If Ayato goes out here like that, though, I'm going to rage. I'm going to be eternally salty. But I don't. They've gone and done it, eh? Stop fighting for now. Make sure you don't inhale that stuff. Follow the plan. Go deeper. Alright, so they planned for this, though. They knew they would release CRC gas. Thanks to what happened to Naki, we know what inhaling that... True! I forgot about that. Thanks to what happened to Naki, we know what inhaling the gas does. Forget about being able to use your Kakane. It weakens your physical strength enough that there's no hope of you winning against any opponent. At some point after we invade, they are certain to release the gas. So what do? Just run straight for our escape route. Our bigger problem are the doves guarding. Is that 33? Yo, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's them. They're on site, dude. Yo, it's my boy. And and my god, there's no way, dude. First of all, if this is not Renji, who else is blocking Narukami barehanded with their arms like that? And then straight up what confirms it to me, because even that was enough. But now that I see number 33 jump up from behind, and they have Ukaku, it's clearly Renji and Toga, dude. There's no one else. There's absolutely no one else. And if it was Shu, if Shu was in fact here and blocked his attack, he would have used his Gokaku. So it's definitely Renji and Toga. It's definitely Renji and Toga. Which is crazy. Are they really going to do this right here? That Renji versus Arima Vengeance rematch. Gate 3 has opened. Gate 3 has opened. All available staff on the floor. Move to intercept. Oh, they dipped. Alright. I repeat, all available staff on the floor. Move to intercept. Arima's just like, fuck it. I have bigger things to concern myself right now. But dude, it has to be them. It has to fucking be them, dude. I'm just happy that first of all, AYATO survived. I honestly don't think that now is the time for Renji to truly go up against him. Kill that. What is this? It's part of another organization, one unapproved by Aogiri. Remove it. Damn, what's wrong, Furuguchi? Quickly. Kill. Ayato's Kagune. Quit dragging your feet. Pisses me off. Ayato, don't interfere. It's fucking annoying going through all that trouble. The monochrome rainbow, dude. It's been so long since I've seen that collection. Like, all I ever think of now is the Hangman's MacGuffin, as far as Takatsuki's collections. But dude, this is the OG that started the bond between brother and sister. This is Hinami's, huh? Ayato, are you okay? Thank you. Back there, you covered for me. There really isn't any reason for you to be an Aogiri tree, is there? You're not cut out for this. Eventually the day will come that you have to soil your hands. As long as you are in Aogiri, there's no escaping that. I told you that the Ayato x Hinami bond is too real, man. I'm sorry if they don't both make it out of here together. It's going to be sad. But the thing is, the sad and scary thing about this arc is on both sides, Cochlea and Drew. There are going to be losses and there are going to be tragedy. There's no escaping it at this point. Miss Takatsuki, she told me. You aren't doing anything, she said. It is your own fault that the people important to you are taken away from you. Your fault that you are weak. Eto speaking words, that thought process really reminds me of the words that Kaneki said to Urie after my son's death. It truly is that same aligned mentality about your own personal weakness. And she's right. Mother, brother. That's why this time I'm going to save them, I thought. But it's useless. I am still weak. As weak as ever. Damn, Hinami. I wish I was strong. You're not weak. Just take the masks off already. I already know. What did I say? Renji Yomo Toka. Oh my god, she looks so fucking cute. Every time I see Toka's face, man, because it's so rare right now. It's been just a handful of times just seeing my goddess. It's absolutely amazing. Why are you here? We said we'd come with you, and you said we could, didn't you? So Banjo should have got the. I'm surprised though, unless he has yet to be introduced. I'm surprised that Shu isn't here. Granted, at the same time, really not coming off of the events of the arc prior, but still, I'm surprised that Banjo didn't try and get in contact with Shu. We want to save Hinami just as much as you do. Do you have any idea where we are? At this rate, I'm gonna smack her. When you lose sight of yourself, someone's gotta come by and give you your cheek a good slap. Otherwise, you'll never come to your senses. AYATO, you don't need to keep overreaching. You've grown tall enough already, yo. That's real right here. This scene is actually extremely real. Rely on others for a change. Stop worrying about me and go protect Hinami. Stupid sister. Your body, it's not grown, has it? Who do you think I am, you shitty kid? I knew there was going to be some bickering there for sure. Oni-chan, the upper levels are filled with guards. How are we going to get out of here? There's a loophole. It's going to be a bit dangerous to open, but as long as we make it there. No, dude. No. Are you serious right now? I didn't even think I would need these this week. I really didn't think I would need these this week. Associate Special Class. Carting around an incarcerated ghoul at a time like this. Whatever are you up to? Get that smile, dude. Furuta. That stance. Are you really telling me that and I know somebody predicted this a couple chapters back, a clash between Furuta and Kaneki. And I dismissed it because I simply thought that it would be Kaneki and Arima. And it's still too early to say that that's not going to happen because I really don't see this arc ending without that confrontation. But, dude, the last smile they wanted to see, their face-off was destined. Oh, are you serious right now, man? Granted, it's still better than encountering Arima right now. But to be honest, and we don't really know what Furuta can truly do and what he's capable of. The fact that he was raised in the garden, and you know he was bred by the Washu, clearly he has hidden talents. But up against Kaneki right now, I honestly have my money on Kaneki in this fight. Granted, still I can't say for sure because we don't know the depths of Furuta's ability. But the man wouldn't appear here all nonchalant unless he thought he could take him, or if he doesn't plan on engaging him, and he just plans to manipulate him, you know, via his speech or talk to him. But I don't know. I can never put my finger on what Furuta is trying to do. He has his hands in too many things. His allegiance, you can't really pin where it lies. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he let them walk on by. But the thing is, they got the surveillance. There's no way. All right. I really need to think about how this encounter is going to go. If this really is referring to a clash between the two of them as well. Their face-off was destined. This chapter, man. See, I would have been somewhat surprised about Renji and Toka being there if it weren't for the fact that as soon as I saw number 33 in last week's chapter, I knew that it had to be somebody, and so many people agreed and speculated as to who it would be, and the main picks were Shu, Toka, and Renji. So after last week's chapter and after the review and reading everybody's comments and, you know, reading, you know, everybody doing research and reading what everybody was thinking, I had to know it was going to be either Toka or Shu, but I really, and that's the thing, by extension, if Toka's there, I knew Renji would come with her, but still, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I wonder if Arima, I need to go back to that panel, because I wonder if Arima really remembers him. I seriously, especially when he can't see him, but fucking Fiend HAISAKI, the fact that the man blocked a fucking Narukami with his bare hands shows you how fucking beast my boy is, man. See, especially after this page, on page 12, especially after this, just seeing the two of them, I knew it had to be them. There's no other way. There was no other option. So, I mean, it was still really nice to see Toka and to have that dialogue between them. I love this flashback with Hinami and her resolve and everything like that, and her desire to get stronger. Very similar in terms of Kaneki's mentality back during part 1. It's a shame they didn't actually show me Renji's face, though, man. I wanted to see my boy Renji. Next week, though. Dude, this chapter, like, it's not as hype. I'm gonna say that it's not as hype as the last couple of chapters by any means, but as far as progressing the arc and the setup for next week's chapter, it was damn good, dude. There's so many questions that I have right now as to how things are gonna play out, and I can't put my finger on them. I really, truly can't. I know Amon still has to show up at some point, and that's definitely going to tip the balance right now, because right now, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, they're fighting a losing battle right now. Like, all they can really do is dart straight for this escape, like they've been saying, like Banjo said, like Ayato said, like what Kaneki is trying to do right now, even though he knows that he's going to have to confront Arima at some point. But I did not expect to see Furuta confront him here. I really didn't. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. My only concern right now is what's happening on Ru, because the one thing I don't want, and don't get me wrong, I'm really happy that Ishida is staying at Kokure, because this is what I want to see slightly more at this stage. But I also want to see the events at Ru, and I don't want it to be, to where we go back to Ru and certain events have already taken place, certain things have already passed, and, we miss all of that. I want to see it in its entirety. I seriously doubt we'll get that, but at the very least, I don't want the operation to be over and us just seeing the ramifications and the casualties, which I seriously doubt they would, especially with the whole thing with Mitsuki and Torso, and Hoji versus Tatara and Sato as well, is something that's way too big to skip over. And plus the setup with, I guess if we go back, it's probably going to cut into the bouts that are already taking place, like, potentially Misa versus Juzo and everything like that. But still, as always, godly chapter. Not as hype as the last couple chapters, I will admit. I barely need the glasses. Just seeing it, the only reason I had to put those shits on, man, is because Furuta's smile, dude, is blinding. It's so fiendish. And that panel with HAISAKI as well, dude. Oh my god. I want to reread that real quick. My stomach is chilling. Look at his face, man. God damn. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the chapter. I'm so happy we got it early. And let me know your predictions for next week. How you think the encounter with Furuta is going to go down. Everything like that. Going to have some side topic Tokyo Ghoul videos coming in the next couple of weeks. So look forward to that. And with all that said, I'm out.